Yeah, so the ship that was on the island that you saw in your strange arcane guidance was, yeah, that was called the Black Lotus.
Okay, maybe we should try to maybe we can trick the pirates into getting us there because I think that might be a pirate ship. I'm not sure. It might be a ship from those guys. So yeah, I don't
It's
know.
it's
That
it's
that
um it's tricky because we don't know it even if we need to trick them about it.
yeah, I don't know. We should just talk to them a little bit and like try to get a feel if that's a ship from them and how they are involved in all of this and yeah, try to play them a little bit maybe.
Yeah, we'll enter in with the I'll give him a bag of ears, band-aid ears, and maybe that'll start the conversation well. Maybe they don't even need to pay us in gold, right? They can just give answer some of our questions. Or maybe we have like 200 million gold.
Yeah. But maybe that would make us seem a little bit suspicious if we try to trade that for questions. Maybe we should just. I mean, we are mercenary. I mean, they think we are mercenaries, right?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
say we heard there's like work there in that island. Yeah, we can just get paid normally, and then if they ask for pay, then for the questions, well, obviously we'll pay them.
Or we could go in, they go and tell them we know about all their shit and tell them like help us stop. They cause like we know all their shit and tell them they need to help us stop this because they've basically caused it probably.
We have no leverage. Like, yeah, we can be like, yeah, we know all your shit, but they can just kill us. Or if they don't kill us, then maybe they don't care. But maybe that's the thing we can do after the random is the thing we can do later, if everything else goes to crap.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of stuff to go on. Um, so, how do you guys want to approach these pirates to begin with? Like I said, the deck I think is empty. Everybody is below decks or something like that. It looks like your standard sort of boaty thing. A sort of a long ship, and there are various hatches probably on the the deck itself that go down below. Um, and of course there is um, uh, the I used to know parts of a ship. I did a whole adventure about labeling a ship, and I had to look all this crap up. Um, the back part, where there's stairs that go up, but there's also a door that goes back into the cabin area. Right? There's a
Back
door.
of the ship, the butt.
The butt, the ass of the ship. Um, yeah. How do you guys go about getting attention, letting them know you're here? Even.
Um, I I walk up to the side of the ship where there's a plank going up the ship. I'm guessing there's nobody there to stop me. And maybe I call out, and if there's no response, like after a couple seconds, and I walk on the ship, and just like knock on a door.
Like to the cabin area, you mean?
Sure.
Okay. Um,
Looking, not like sneaking around or anything, just looking as
right.
like we're trying to get paid here.
Yeah. So you knock on the door, um, and maybe you can hear some confused voices, from just on the inside of that door, um, and you hear some heavy boots, um, that come and open the door, and it's totally that guy you guys saw before, the guy who claimed to be Three Teeth the first time, um, looking out at you now. Um, he says, "Oh," and he looks around. You're back. Oh, good. Glad
Yes.
Glad you made it.
We did the job pretty well, I think, and I show him the bag.
Bag. Is this a bag of... What is this bag of?
Oh, bandit ears.
Yes, I think.
Bandit ears. Oh, okay. I was
All
pretty...
left-
That's what I thought it was.
Left-sided ears. Yeah.
He looks... So you just hold up a bag. And he says, "Oh, good." And he like takes it. And like looks inside. "Oh, you gave me a bag of ears. Okay. Well, thank you. I don't need that. Thank you.
Well,
Well,
it's just proof, sir. You know how it is.
do I? Well, it's strange weather for you all to be outside.
Well, you know how mercenaries are. We gotta get paid somehow,
Paid, right?
or else we'll become bandits. Don't want to do that.
He says, "Paid, of course." Okay, Chris, let's have you parlay with this guy.
Yeah. I would move the conversation immediately after that before he leaves to like get it, pretend like he's gonna pay us or whatever the heck.
I think,
Into-
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, into getting him to show us his actual boss,
Yeah.
3 Teeth. So plus charisma. Here we go. Oh wow. Not
Okay.
bad.
I mean, he doesn't want proof that you killed bandits because you handed him a bag full of bloody ears already. So, let me ask you this. It sounded like you were... Yeah. He needs proof that he should take you seriously. Now, to my ears, it sounded like you almost had a veiled threat in there about you all becoming bandits.
Oh.
So that's something you need to do to this guy. He looks like he's on the fence about things. Like he might just say, "Well, come back later, whatever," and shut the door in your face. But if you do something to like follow up on threatening him, he'll probably buckle.
So not promise him something good, but threaten him somehow.
Yeah, because well, and the other thing you're acting on is that you know this guy isn't 3 Teeth, right?
Yeah. I want to scare him into thinking that 3 Teeth is going to be mad at him if we don't talk to him.
Yeah, what do you say? Yeah, just give me some like fiction that tells
Yeah.
me how you're intimidating him.
I'm trying to figure that out. Or maybe one of you come in and step in on that.
Or anybody else can, yeah.
So everyone would. What was it to say?
I'm trying to convince him that 3 Teeth might be angry at him if we don't get to talk to 3 Teeth, the actual 3 Teeth. Oh wait, I'm just like, I don't know how you guys do with what the hierarchy here is for pirate ship. I don't know the pirate life, but pretending to be a captain is probably not a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think, no, he says, all right. I did do that, didn't I?
Maybe you didn't. Wink.
And he kind of looks over you all. Now, Fiskpat, are you still a big beaver?
No.
Please.
I didn't quite catch your name the first time. What was it again?
He says, no, very good. He like opens the door fully now, not just hiding behind it. And he says, my name is Cromwell.
Oh yeah, Cromwell. Right now I remember.
He says, So you all have educated yourselves, and that's very good. I commend you for it, and I'm happy for you. Maybe you all should meet with the captain. I'll be honest with you, gents. I expected you gaggle to wander into the mountains and probably get yourselves killed. But aside from this one, and he points at Verindas, he says, you all seem to be in healthy spirits. So, come in out of the rain. Come in. I'm being rude.
Yes, thank you.
And he lets you all in. He says, get the door behind you. Get the door behind you. Can't let all this drafty air in. Someone will catch cold. You... oh my god, are you bleeding?
Well, it's not that bad. It's just, the adventuring life. It's not always easy.
He says, come in this way. And he brings you into like a side room. He throws like some rags at you to like, apply to your gaping wound. Your gaping head wound. He says, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go get the captain.
Parts of your brain are just falling out on the floor and we didn't even notice.
It's not a big deal. And he leaves you all in there for a minute and returns and says, Captain will speak with you. And, nods his head. You could hear him when he walks up the hallway. It's just at the end of this hallway where, like, the captain's cabin is. He opens the door, and you can hear muffled voices. You can hear his, like, sort of like, and then you hear sort of a louder one say, he says, and he comes back, walking up the hallway as you're, like, applying rags and things to your head. And he says, yes, if you'd like to meet the captain, he would very much like to discuss something with you.
Great. But I'm still not exactly done with you, sir. What of our pay?
He says, Captain, he's not happy about a sudden bill he didn't know about, but he's ready to make right with you, I think.
Excellent.
If I know something, pirates don't care about debts, so we should watch out, guys.
Yeah, he just steps back from the door and, like, holds his arm. He says, right that way. Down, very last door. Can't miss it.
Thank you.
Cool, so you all go filing through, and you can see the door is open, and there is a large guy sitting behind, like, a desk. And his cabin room, it's not super big. The ship itself isn't really big, but there's basically a cot there on the side, and the room has a few, like, dressers and, like, a couple of little, like, wardrobes and maybe a bookshelf. And he's got a desk in his room that's sort of in the center, and it looks oddly like an office room, where the desk is, like, facing the door, and he's got a couple of chairs. It looks like he has airs of being like a businessman or something, right? Which is out of the pirate character as far as you know, but that's all stereotypical, and you're bad for thinking that. And he's got a few things strewn around on his desk. Now, the room is sort of stately, right? And he's got little knickknacks and all this stuff, like, nailed down. and everything is clean and nice, and the cot's a little rough looking. But other than that, this room is really put together and in order. Three Teeth himself is a large fella. He is rotund, to say the least. And he's got sort of a scraggly beard and a bit of a mustache going on. But his clothes are sort of tattered. It looks like he's like, oh, I found a fancy jacket on a man I stabbed, and he's worn that. But he never got a new fancy jacket, like the ends are frayed. And his hat is really floppy. He himself is a bit messy, despite the stateliness of his room. And he's leaning back in his chair, and he says, "Aye, come in, boys, come in, have seats all around. I hear you're owed some coin."
Maybe. Or just a couple answers.
Well, I could always save a few bucks, but it depends on the answers. Come in. Door behind you. And, of course, Cromwell is coming in behind you. And there's a couple of other guys, like, in the room, sitting there off to the side. But there are 4 little chairs seated in front of his desk, ready for you all to occupy them. Does everybody come in, like, take a seat and stuff? Is anybody being, edgelord about this, preferring to stand or anything?
I take a seat.
I think I'm taller if I sit, so I'm going to sit.
Okay.
I don't think I sit, but it's because I don't notice it. I'm too tense.
Yeah. So you're sort of taking the lead, and do you like approach right up at the desk?
I just stand behind the chairs or something.
Okay.
Or
So everybody pulls up a seat. Chris remains standing, and he says, "Very good. As you like it, of course." And he says, "First things first. I want to apologize for any misunderstanding. I wasn't aware that Cromwell was hiring help. But the business needed to be done. It wasn't exactly a bad decision he made. Are you all thirsty? Would you like a bit of... I've got a bottle down here somewhere that's very good." And he pulls out like a bottle, and he's already got cups on the table. He like pulls the cork out of it, and he says, "A bit of something for you, huh?" And he says, "I'm having some." He has a couple of drinks.
Why not? I'll take a drink.
He pours 4.
Yeah, sure.
He pours 4 cups in these little wooden cups he's got there and he spills the shit everywhere, and he's just like, okay. And puts it down. And he says, enjoy, finest we've got. Now, what's this about information?
out of character, where the hell do we start? Like the Black Lotus, the island, the ruin, the necromancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe we should start with the necromancy stuff and maybe act like, yeah, we're not from around here. We don't really get what's going on here. Something like that.
Should I be like, should I hint towards it, or should I just be like necromancy, Aemoch, just like name drop in the beginning?
No, maybe
maybe just ask about the weird guys with the wrinkled faces and the red eyes and stuff.
Yeah, just like when we came in. Yeah, I think I'll start with that. Like, I would say, unless anybody has high charisma and feels like they want to say other stuff.
No,
Charisma's
but
at 0.
maybe we can say that we fought with some guys and Verendis got this car because of this. So we're telling half the truth.
What did you say, Keenan?
I wouldn't be so quick to tell them that I was or am infected with the curse,
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't look like it, even if I'm not sure if I'm still infected by it, but I definitely don't look like it, so
Yeah.
I think we should hide that
I mean,
for now.
because Seawolf definitely. I think we should like tell them the truth, right? This is like a fucking like pretty like dire situation. This whole town like risks being destroyed if like anything like what happened like a while ago.
Well, let's.
Yeah, but maybe they could be behind all of this in some way.
I doubt it. They're just pirates.
I want to start the conversation with just the basic thing about like, yeah, we came into town and for some reason like a little mini hurricane, and also crazy people.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
what's
casually
the
like you would
weather,
talk about
you
the
know?
climate. Like, man, this weather's crazy.
Sure.
How does he respond to that?
He says, "Aye, the sea. Sea is dangerous things flowing from the sea always. Not the least of which is three teeth, but sometimes the danger is the weather itself. The skies, they like to toss and turn you. I've seen the like many times, of course, though not here, not in these parts often.
So, yeah, the weather was surprising, but what was most surprising was the people. I didn't suspect this town to be particularly heartwarming to see as mercenaries walking through, but we were attacked on the way here.
He says, "Oh, attacked."
Yes, people with reddish eyes.
Yeah. He says, "Well, that sounds terrible. I'm not sure what I could tell you about that, honestly. Now, Chris, he's holding back on you, right?
Yeah.
He's holding out on you. He knows something. But what you need is some kind of leverage.
Mm.
Or somebody. If somebody can think of some leverage you could put over on him."
Off the top of my head, my leverage that I'm thinking for us would be service. Like, we do a pretty good job. We can kill stuff.
Yeah, I have a better like think about how long your ship will last if fucking like the hurricanes keep happening. Your ship will be fucked soon.
Yeah, well, we can't like shoot a hurricane and like kill it. So.
No, I mean, like, it's like well, if this whatever fuck is going on here keeps happening, I like, assume the hurricanes are gonna keep happening, right?
Sure.
Oh. But
So
his ship was his ship fine after that?
Well, the ship seems to have weathered this first storm, but
Yeah, but eventually, it'll get fucked up, right? It's a ship.
are you contributing that? Seagwolf, are you saying something about his ship? The dangers of the weather if it continues, that this has something to do with evil magics.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just like drop it in there.
Yeah, I think I don't know, because if Seawolf says anything, he's just gonna like spout like he's just gonna say like everything. But yeah, so
Maybe don't.
yeah, I don't know. I think he's I don't I'm pretty sure I am because like I think he's getting upset with all this like skullduggery and like deception going on. Right?
Well,
so
okay.
But yeah, so I think yeah, I think I like someone would say yeah, yeah. I say I just tell him I just tell him like listen. And actually listen. I want to make this clear. Some fell presence in the ruins to the south of here has brought up the storm. Yeah, I say yeah. It's yeah, and I say the I say it's taken hold of the minds of men, the bandits in the forest, and it's causing this weather. We believe it has something to do with the artifacts with the artifacts you were involved with. If you don't tell us everything you know, these things are likely to continue. And how many more? And even if how many more can hurricanes can your ship weather?
I think as you're giving that speech, Chris is like looking at you as if like you came out behind her and like threw a rock at the deer she was trying to shoot, like stealth in the bush.
Yeah.
So, okay, Seagwolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have you roll a parlay here, but you are most definitely pursuing a Herculean appetite here.
Sick.
For justice.
Sure. D6 plus D8 plus. And what is it? What was the roll?
Parlay, so with charisma.
Parlay. Boom!
There you go. Yeah. He says, well, you boys are, or you lords and ladies are neck deep in this, I'd say, then. He says, 'tis true. There is fell power here. Forgive my subterfuge. I was just gauging your awareness of things. It's all well and good to be able to strong-arm bandits, but if you are ignoramuses with bleeding skulls, no offense to you, sir, but then you're not much good to me or anybody else. I'll say this. There was an attack on this town that's being blamed on us. My men didn't attack the town. My men were the victims of an attack. It's happened once before. That's why we're shuttered up like cowering rats in here. When those things come to the town, they don't leave empty-handed, but it's not your baubles they want. It's your bodies. It's your lives. Those who get dragged away return again. It's what we call them round here. At least between my men and I. They call them the returned. People who go down in that place. Those who don't come back, not right away. They come back eventually, but changed. Eyes gone red, their skin dried away. He says, I can tell by the looks on your faces you've seen it. Yes. It's a pity. They're digging something up in those ruins. And it's more than fancy pots. He says, if you want to know more, I can make a deal. Redwood. Well. Redwood's gone a bit mad. He refuses to honor our arrangement, blaming us. He's a silly man. If you want to know more about these things, then you'll have to help us clear our name, set things right again. Business, gentlemen, business must go on. And he pulls up a bag in his hand and he says, I'm sure you agree. And he drops it on the table and you can hear the clink of coins inside of the sack. What do you say? Also, it's the right thing to do, of course, sir. Yes.
Right, yeah. Oh, relative or whatever. Out of character. So yeah, these guys. Everybody's bad, right? But these pirates. Be awesome if we could combine getting the pirates' rep back up and also killing Aemoch or banishing Aemoch back to his plane of shit or whatever he came from.
Yeah, well, the four of you are sitting there looking at each other as he's, dropped this promise on you, right? He's going to offer you more information. He just wants your word.
I think, oh, go ahead.
That's it. He just wants your word that you'll help, clear their names, set Redwood back in his right mind, and he can help you with what you're after.
This seems like something. Okay, I think Chris starts talking then. This seems like something we might want to talk amongst ourselves before agreeing to. Yeah, if you understand, this is like a monument. This is a monumental task, even for us adventurers.
He says, "Too true. Need time to think it over. Plus, I think that this one is going to die soon. How much blood have you lost, sir?"
I'm like looking a bit confused and I don't know. I don't think it was that much.
Oh. Well, that's a sign that it's been more than it should have. So, why don't you all get yourselves dried? He says, Cromwell, get our friends some clothes to change into, and set them into laundering their belongings. And let's give you the night. Of course, dinner will be soon. You're glad to partake, and make yourselves at home. If you need to discuss the matter, take these coins, and he pats the bag, and spread them amongst yourselves as you decide whether or not it'll be profitable for you to work with old Three Teeth. And he gives you a big grin. And by the way, Three Teeth, he literally is missing all of his teeth, except for just 3. But he gives you the big Three Teeth grin. Yeah.
Right. Oh, by the way, Justin, I just realized you forgot to ask me something about my homeland.
I have forgotten to ask you about your homeland.
Yeah. I need 1 more XP to level up.
Okay, Siegwolf, you want that XP? I need another vow of the Knights of Katarina.
Okay, which one?
Right now I have the first vow is to pursue truth, honor and justice above all things. The most important vow. And I have the vow of justice is to uphold the law of the land. What's the second? Or what's another vow?
The vow.
Well, tell me about, so we have truth, honor, and justice. I have the vow of justice, uphold the law of the land. What is the vow of truth? What is the nature of the vow of truth? What does it command of you?
Yeah, I think the vow of truth. It commands you to never Let's see. What was I about to say? I think the vow of truth is it commands you to never one of the part of it is to never speak a falsehood, right? To never you're always supposed to be honest.
Okay.
If I can suggest, and you can just tell me to fuck off or whatever. But what if the vow of truth was just a specific thing? So like, I can't lie about this thing, because if you say I can't lie, that'd be kind of that'd be tough. That'd be a lot more tougher for you. I mean, maybe like I will never lie about, for example, the scripture or something like that. That I know of like my religion or something like that. If you were to have one.
You know, that's kind of like a cop out though.
Oh sure, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm
So,
saying,
never speak falsely. Okay. So yeah, so he pats the coins, like I said, and he says, "Spread these amongst yourselves while you consider whether or not working with all three teeth is profitable."
Okay.
cool. So does or yeah, does he
So-
like leave?
Yeah, if nobody like pipes up after that, then the door is opened and you're sort of led out into like a cabin. It looks like a guest cabin, like a guest of honor cabin type thing, right? Like it's obviously stocked for anybody to come in there, and they give you the cabin room to set your things down, to dress in different clothes, dry clothes they're offering you and stuff. And they offer you the coins, obviously, and give you a chance to settle things, discuss things as you will.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I didn't want to be like, yeah, sure, and then see Wolf is like takes out his sword or something.
And there's 200 coins in the bag.
Oh, sweet. So 50 each.
Yep, 50 each.
Cool. So yeah, I was wondering what your characters feel like about this negotiation, about working with these pirates that are the people that are clearly pirates and are probably like working to screw the people in the town with the mayor before all this happened. So far, I think Chris, judging by her goals, if it gives her more info on how to learn about nature and just the land and arcane weird stuff, then she would do it anyways. She would work, but she would be very heavily influenced by what Fisk says. The whole thing.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Like, yeah, I'm fine with helping these guys. Like, as long as it's like truly what they're saying. Like, they didn't actually do the shit they're like set against, right? I'm more concerned about like, if these guys will help us like fucking like stop whatever this is. Like, I'm more concerned about helping. I'm mostly concerned about stopping this place from getting like fucking like destroyed or whatever.
Yeah, like choosing the lesser evil. Cool.
I mean, I've not seen them commit any crimes or anything like that. So at this point,
as far as we know, they're actually just like smugglers, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So I'd be okay with that, with helping them. Also, they might get us closer to the Black Lotus thing, so I think it might be a good thing to be on their side for now.
And I think that Fiskpat doesn't really trust them. but his main goal right now is to stop this curse that is running all over this town, and that is affecting the river from where he comes from. So, as you said, the lesser evil. So it's okay for Fistpat.
Cool. So then we know what we're doing in the morning. Just saying hit yes to the pirate man, and he'll give us our mission. Hopefully it like I said before, hopefully we can tie it into getting some answers, going to the ruins or something.
Okay. Well, we don't necessarily have to wait until morning. Like I said, they invite you to dinner, and he definitely has his officers, dinner. He doesn't dine with the regular sailors. So he invites you to the officers' table. And if you all take up that invitation and go in there, right? He has the table set out and has room for all of you. It's Cromwell and like 3 or 4 other guys you haven't met before. I think a couple of them were the folks that were sitting in that room.
Is there a place for Philip?
Oh, your goat.
Yes.
No, he didn't set a place for Philip. He wasn't thinking about the goat.
I immediately asked somebody for a place for Philip.
He says, a chip for the goat. He says, I've had stranger things. If he killed bandits, then he's welcome at my table. Offer a he says, Miss, what's this person's name?
Mooglis.
Mooglis, that's a pretty good name.
Miss Mooglis, offer the goat a chair, if you would, ma'am. Thank you. I hope he enjoys fish. That's what we usually have because it's a boat.
He eats anything. I say as he's chewing on the side of my shirt.
Yeah. He says, well, gentlemen, first a toast in your names. I don't know if you affiliate yourselves by a certain name, but I shall call you the honored few among us, who have so helped cleanse the countryside of brigands and brought news of terrible tidings to us, though necessary. It's a bit of a wordy title, but we'll get that whittled down, I assure you. And he raises his glass, and all of his officers raise their glasses, and they bang away at your name and drink a sup. And they say, so, not to be crass at the table, and you can feel free to tell me to wait my time, but have you considered the offer?
Does anybody else pipe in, or?
No, go ahead if you want to.
Then I guess Chris would say, yeah, we're in. What do we have to do?
He says, most good. I'm sure that all is done already. You lot are trustworthy. He says, well, the first order of business, I think, has to do with Longshore. He has become unstable himself. As I said, business has come to a halt, and this is mostly unacceptable. if you're impatient people, if you have specific questions that I can't answer, then I believe I can arrange a meeting with you. Meeting with a benefactor of ours.
Well, let's see then. What do you know about what was found in the ruins?
He says the artifacts themselves, dug up, studied, as they say, as the story goes, by Shanzi. When they were done, they were passed from Shanzi to Longshore, who gave them to us. Selling them to proper buyers is one thing. Selling them to, well, the sort of folks I get on with, well, that's another one, and far more profitable. Having to do it in secret has to do with the people in town.
Are they superstitious about these artifacts?
I suppose so. I suppose you could say superstitious.
What would you say then?
He says, well, it looks better if they're being handed off to the right authorities, rather than being sold under the table.
Who's Shandi, out of character?
That was the priest.
Yeah, that was the priest.
It was his people that found the artifacts in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he says, if you've met with Shanzi, then, perhaps he could be a good use to help bring Longshore back around. Oh.
I don't know if he can anymore.
Oh.
Does anybody else have questions they want to ask this guy?
Yeah, I think I asked him about, he wants the clerk's name, so that's... Yeah. Yeah, so, Yeah, I say, yeah. I'm gonna tell him, it seems Shanzi and his acolytes have become infested by whatever was plaguing the the madmen.
Oh, he says, well, that's most bad.
Bad in what way? Bad for business?
He says, well, that seems bad for everything.
Have you made any attempts at figuring out ways to stop this? These sudden hurricanes and the returning.
He says, have I? No. I have had... He says, I have had hands of mine who left. They haven't returned. Well, they left to go find out what was going on. Once they stopped handing us artifacts, we decided to take them ourselves, take matters into our own hands, if you will. They haven't come back. I don't know what's come of them.
Unless anybody has any more questions, I would ask the mission.
I want to make a little bit of small talk. I'm like, so you have quite a sizable fleet. Do you own all these ships in the harbor?
He says, well, we're a bit of a collective ourselves. I don't know what I should tell you myself. I can tell you that I have loyal friends, and we work together well.
Oh, okay.
Should you ask him about Black Lotus?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit of information. You know, I wanted to ask him how many ships he had, and then
Sure.
like count how many there are in the harbor. You know. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he says it's a large fleet of a collective of various captains and crews, yada yada yada. And they're not all here. Sometimes they're gone. Sometimes they're there. That sort of thing.
Maybe you can describe to him one of the Black Lotus. Be like, oh, I saw this one ship. And you give the description.
Was it maybe a very big ship, or was there anything special about the Black Lotus? Maybe.
Not the ship itself, right? Other than you saw it in a strange fever dream vision.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, if he does clam up after you say Black Lotus for any reason, like if he does be like, you know what, get out of here or something like that, we could at least get the info. Like he can give us the mission, and that would give us some information about what he wants, right? Because if he tells us what we need to do for him, so
Yeah,
maybe after he gives us that information, we can ask him.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm not like, I mean, I'm trying to fish for like a little bit of information, but if I don't get it, then I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. So, yeah.
Maybe we leave that for. I think you should ask him about it, but we should leave it for like the last thing.
Yeah, I'm not asking him like straight up about the Black Lotus at this point. Maybe later.
Okay. So, yeah, if the meal the rest of the way just goes by, if nobody brings anything else up, then... Well, then... I mean, the mission, as he told you, is to, like, deal with Redwood and get him back on board with things. And then, you know, if Redwood stops being at a distance with them, right? If Redwood becomes more cooperative again, then... He has a militia, right? If the four of you feel so inclined and think that you are resilient, why not go to the ruins then yourselves?
Does he have like an inn, like where did he start? Basically, a lead as to like how do we begin the task of getting Redwood to work with this guy again? We have just go up and talk to him because we don't know.
I mean, yeah. He says, I've tried everything, but if you've witnessed strange things, if Shanzi is in danger, if things have become enough of a fever pitch, I find a bit of brute leverage is best in this sort of situation.
Oh, okay.
Your town is crumbling. Your brother is missing. Everything is burning. And you four have buckets of water.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, if
Like
that's
Lotus? Did you ask it?
I don't guess he does. No, he said he wasn't going to ask it straight up right now.
All right. Never mind then.
No.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
let's take a second break and then have you all carry on toward Longshore, right? In your due time.
Okay.
And also, I mean, like this would be the end of the night. You guys would be taking a rest, all that stuff.
That means that I can prepare other spells.
You can prepare spells if you've got enough XP to level up. You can do that. You know, all that stuff. So let's take 5 minutes and we can be right back.
Okay.